Every evening we're told the same thing: eat light, skip the heavy meats, have some veggie soup, maybe a bowl of porridge, or a warm glass of milk before bed. And it makes sense, doesn't it? Light meals are easier to digest, and easy digestion means better sleep. But here's the twist. The lighter the meal, the more fragile the sleep. So many people over 65 still wake up 2 or 3 times each night. Some stir awake and don't even know why. Others get up to use the bathroom, but then lie there wide-eyed, unable to drift back to sleep. And here's the surprising part. Most of these interruptions, they're not just from age, they're from dinner. Recent research shows that up to 90% of older adults are choosing the wrong foods in the evening. Not wrong because they eat too much, but wrong because they eat what seems healthy, yet quietly sends wake-up signals to the brain, to the liver, to the kidneys, or the nervous system. It turns out for deep, lasting sleep, we don't just need a soft bed. We need to feed the brain the right signals before the lights go out. So here's the question. What foods are secretly hijacking your sleep each night? And what simple, comforting swaps can help you sleep like a baby? No pills needed. In this video, we'll walk through it together. One food at a time. One peaceful night at a time. If you've ever gone to bed early but lay there wide awake, if you've tossed and turned for what felt like hours, just trying to find a comfortable position, or if you've ever woken up in the middle of the night and couldn't fall back asleep, then maybe it's time to take another look at what's on your dinner plate. This video won't give you vague advice like just eat light or don't drink coffee. Instead, you'll discover something much more specific and far more helpful. You'll learn about common foods that 90% of people over 65 eat at night, foods that seem healthy, but actually confuse the brain's natural sleep rhythm. You'll find out why that bowl of soup, that warm cup of milk, or that gentle serving of porridge might be keeping your brain and kidneys working overtime when they're supposed to be resting. You'll see how natural minerals like magnesium, tryptophan, and melatonin can be absorbed from simple everyday foods. Not supplements, not pills, just real food that helps your body sleep deeper, naturally. And finally, you'll get a practical evening meal guide, something you can follow right at home. No strict rules, no loss of familiar flavors, just a few kind adjustments to help sleep come easier, last longer, and feel more complete. Everything will be explained gently, backed by science, and shared in a way that's easy to remember, easy to try, and if you give it just a few days, very likely to help you sleep better than you have in years. The Sleep Smart Secret: eat right to sleep deep. 1. Avoid soupy dishes like broth, porridge, or stew. They seem light, but weigh down your sleep. Many older folks believe dinner should be light on the belly. A bowl of porridge, some gentle vegetable broth, maybe a soft, slow-cooked meat stew. The thinking is simple. If it's light, it digests easily. And if it digests easily, you'll sleep well. Sounds logical, right? But the more we eat this way, the more restless the nights become. And somehow, even when the belly isn't full and the mind isn't racing, your eyes are still wide open at 2 or 3 a.m. So what's really going on? Watery meals like soup, porridge, or thin broth might feel gentle, even comforting, but quietly, they keep your kidneys and bladder working all through the night. When you take in too much liquid close to bedtime, your kidneys stay busy filtering fluids, even while the rest of your body is trying to slow down and rest. Your bladder fills up faster, and when it does, it sends a clear signal to your brain: time to get up. Every trip to the bathroom pulls your mind out of deep sleep, and the older we get, the harder it becomes to slip back into that deep rest again. According to a study from Nagoya University in Japan, drinking just over 300 milliliters of fluid after 7 p.m. raises the risk of nighttime urination by nearly 70% in adults over 65. And most of that fluid, it doesn't come from a glass of water, it comes from that comforting bowl of soup or that quiet dish of porridge we eat in the evening. Here's another way to think about it. The brain needs peace both outside and inside. Deep sleep isn't just about turning off the TV or dimming the lights. Your body itself needs to settle down. If your kidneys, your bladder, or your digestive system are still hard at work trying to process fluids, your brain can't fully switch off. Your body stays awake even if the room is dark and your eyes are closed. So what can you do? Here are a few gentle tips you can try at home. First, move soups and broths to lunchtime. Enjoy that vegetable soup, chicken broth, or porridge earlier in the day when your body has plenty of time to process those fluids before bed. Second, keep dinner dry and satisfying. Try this: steamed sweet potatoes, a boiled egg, some lightly cooked greens, a few slices of avocado, or banana. These foods give your body steady energy without keeping your kidneys working overnight. Third, cut back on fluids after 7 p.m. If you're thirsty, just take small sips of warm water. Avoid drinking a whole glass at once. The best plan: hydrate well during the day, especially before 6 p.m., so you won't feel the need to catch up in the evening. Just by changing one small habit, like swapping your evening soup for a plate of steamed veggies, you can help your body drift into deeper, uninterrupted sleep. Sometimes good sleep doesn't come from pills or fancy machines. It comes from the stillness inside your own cells, and that stillness begins at dinner time. 2. Limit juicy fruits. Sweet and refreshing, but they wake up the body. After light dinner, many people like to finish with something cool and fresh. A slice of watermelon, a few wedges of orange, maybe a crisp bite of pear. It feels like a healthy choice. Gentle, natural, light. But here's what most folks don't realize. Even these innocent fruits might be quietly disturbing your sleep. Why do watery fruits cause trouble at night? First, they're packed with water. Fruits like watermelon, pears, oranges, and grapes are made up of 85 to 95% water. So when you eat them close to bedtime, your body doesn't have enough time to process all that liquid. Your bladder fills up quickly, and suddenly, you're wide awake at 2 a.m. heading to the bathroom. Second, they're rich in natural sugar. Fructose. Fructose gives a soft rise in blood sugar, but that rise keeps your brain and your heart a little more alert. And for older adults with slower metabolism, that sugar stays in the system longer, which makes it harder to fall into deep, peaceful sleep. Third, fruit stimulates digestion. It's gentle, yes, but not when you're trying to rest. Late-night fruit makes your stomach contract. Your liver starts to process it, and your organs stay awake even if the rest of you is lying still in bed. According to the Sleep Nutrition Institute in Australia, older adults who eat watery fruits after 7 p.m. are twice as likely to wake up during the night compared to those who don't. That's a big difference for something as simple as a slice of fruit. So what can you do instead? Here are a few smart sleep-friendly swaps you can try at home. Instead of watermelon, pears, or oranges, try a ripe banana. Bananas have much less water, and they're rich in magnesium and tryptophan, two natural nutrients that help your body produce melatonin, the hormone that brings on restful sleep. Bananas also give you gentle, steady energy without the sugar spikes that keep your brain alert. Keep it small. Just half a banana, or one small ripe banana is enough. Eat it about 30 minutes after dinner, but make sure it's before 7 p.m., so your body has time to digest it peacefully. Craving something cool and satisfying. Try this instead a slice of creamy avocado, a small handful of almonds, or a cup of warm water with a thin slice of fresh ginger. These little swaps still feel comforting, but they won't keep your kidneys, liver, and brain awake through the night. A good night's sleep is more valuable than any vitamin. So if a few pieces of fruit are quietly keeping your body from resting, maybe it's time for a gentle change. Choose banana over watermelon. Choose deep sleep over a sweet bite. Because that's how you show your body a softer kind of love. 3. Be careful with nighttime milk. Not every glass helps you sleep. There's a common habit among older adults, drinking a warm glass of milk before bed to help sleep come easier. It's an old-fashioned bit of advice, passed down through generations. And on the surface, it sounds comforting, safe, simple. But here's the truth: not every glass of milk helps you sleep. And not every time is the right time to drink it, especially if you're already tossing and turning, waking up in the middle of the night, or feeling a little bloated at bedtime. So why can milk actually disrupt sleep? First, many milk products contain hidden sugars, sweetened condensed milk, powdered milk. Even flavored ready-to-drink milk can be loaded with lactose and added sugars like glucose or sucrose. And those sugars, they raise your insulin levels and lightly stimulate your nervous system, which means instead of winding down, your body starts to wake up. Second, saturated fat makes digestion harder. Whole milk and condensed milk are high in saturated fat, so when you drink them late at night, your stomach has to work harder to digest them. That can lead to bloating, heaviness, or just that uncomfortable feeling that makes it harder to fall asleep. Third, milk adds fluid late in the evening. A 200 ml glass of warm milk might feel small, but drink it after 8 p.m., and your bladder may fill up right in the middle of your deepest sleep. Next thing you know, you're up again at 2 or 3 a.m., fumbling for the bathroom light. A survey from the Sleep Institute in Canada found that nearly 40% of older adults who drank milk after 8 p.m. slept worse than those who drank earlier, especially when the milk contained sugar. So if you still enjoy milk in the evening, you don't have to give it up completely. Just try these simple tips to make it a gentle friend to your sleep. First, choose the right kind of milk. Go for unsweetened plant-based milk like almond, walnut, or oat milk. You can also choose unsweetened low-fat dairy milk if your body tolerates it well. Avoid condensed milk. Skip the sweetened flavored milks and the premixed cartons that often sneak in added sugar. Second, add calming ingredients. Sprinkle in a little turmeric, a pinch of cinnamon, or a thin slice of ginger. These natural touches can help your body relax, soothe your stomach, and support digestion without overstimulating the system. Third, drink it at the right time. Before 7 p.m. is ideal. That gives your body enough time to digest it fully and flush out any extra fluid before bedtime. That way, your sleep stays uninterrupted. Milk isn't bad, but only when you choose the right kind, the right amount, and the right timing can it truly be a friend to your sleep. Otherwise, that harmless glass of milk might just be the reason you're wide awake at 2 a.m. Chapter 4. Steamed sweet potato. Light, comforting, and helps you sleep like a baby. Many older adults try to avoid eating carbs at night. They worry about gaining weight or feeling bloated before bed. So dinner becomes just a few veggies, maybe a little soup, or a bowl of porridge. But here's the twist: eating too light at night can actually backfire. You might wake up around midnight with hunger pangs, or a quiet drop in blood sugar that stirs your body awake without you even knowing why. Meanwhile, just one small steamed sweet potato might be all it takes to calm your belly, steady your blood sugar, and carry your body into deep, lasting sleep. Why is sweet potato so sleep-friendly? First, it's a complex carb. That means it digests slowly, unlike fruit or sweetened milk. This gives you steady energy through the night. No sugar spikes, no sudden crashes, no middle-of-the-night wake-ups with a racing heart or an empty stomach. Second, it's rich in magnesium and potassium. Magnesium relaxes your muscles, it calms the nervous system, it tells your body, it's safe to rest now. Potassium helps balance electrolytes. It supports a steady heartbeat, and it gently helps you drift into deeper stages of sleep. Third, it's low in fat, easy on the stomach, naturally gentle, no oil, no spice, just soft, soothing comfort. For older adults, especially those with sensitive digestion, a steamed sweet potato might just be the perfect dinner addition. A small study from Kyoto University in Japan found something remarkable. Older adults who ate sweet potatoes in the evening slept 34% deeper and had fewer nighttime disruptions compared to those who ate fruit or porridge. Want to try it at home? Here's how to keep it simple and effective. First, keep the portion just right. One small steamed sweet potato, about 100 to 150 grams. That's enough to soothe the body, without feeling too full. Too much can lead to bloating or fermentation. So small is better. Second, eat it before 7 p.m. This gives your body time to fully digest and absorb the calming minerals before bedtime. Third, pair it with other gentle foods if you like. Add some steamed veggies, a boiled egg, or a small slice of banana. If the sweet potato feels too dry, mash it gently with warm water and a pinch of cinnamon. It becomes soft, fragrant, comforting, and easy to swallow even for sensitive stomachs. One sweet potato each evening, no pills, no complicated tricks can be enough to calm the belly, relax the nerves, and lead you into the kind of deep, gentle sleep you haven't had in years. Because sometimes, the most wonderful things are also the simplest. 5. Walnuts and almonds. Natural melatonin for deep sleep. No pills needed. Some people take sleeping pills every night, but still find themselves wide awake at 2 or 3 in the morning. Meanwhile, others eat just a few almonds or walnuts before bed and sleep soundly through the night. No pills, no side effects. It might sound too simple to be true, but science confirms it. These tiny nuts contain something powerful, natural melatonin, the golden hormone of restful sleep. So why do walnuts and almonds help you sleep? First, they contain melatonin naturally. Melatonin is the hormone that tells your body it's time to rest. Both almonds and walnuts provide plant-based melatonin, which your body absorbs gently. No pills needed, and it's safe for older adults. Second, they're rich in magnesium and zinc. Magnesium helps relax your muscles. It softens the tension in your shoulders, your back, and even in your jaw. Zinc supports mood balance, and it helps regulate your natural sleep-wake cycle. Third, they contain healthy fats, the kind that gives you a gentle feeling of fullness without bloating, without raising cholesterol, and without upsetting your stomach. Just a small handful can help your body feel calm, nourished, and ready for deep sleep. A study from Purdue University in the U.S. found that adults over 60 who ate just 5 to 7 almonds each night fell asleep 30% faster and experienced deeper, more restful sleep in just 10 days. So how can you enjoy these sleep-friendly nuts at home? Here are a few simple tips. Stick to the right amount. You don't need many. Just 4 to 6 almonds, or 2 to 3 walnut halves each evening is enough. Eat them about 30 minutes after dinner to help your body absorb the nutrients more smoothly. Make them easier to digest. If chewing is hard, soak them in warm water first, or crush them gently, and mix into mashed banana or a few spoonfuls of unsweetened nut milk. Avoid eating them with salty or greasy snacks; those can cause bloating or digestive strain. And be mindful of timing. Try to finish your nuts before 8 p.m. That gives your body time to digest without keeping your system awake too late. We often turn to sleep pills because we think sleep is something complicated. But sometimes, just a few tiny bites at the right time can help your body find its rhythm again on its own. Because natural sleep doesn't come from force. It comes from gentle, proper nourishment. 6. Steamed, soft veggies. Gentle on the belly. Soothing for the nerves. Better sleep. All night. We all know vegetables are good for your health. That part's no secret. But here's what few people realize: how you prepare your vegetables for dinner can make a real difference in how well you sleep at night. If you eat raw salads or stir-fried veggies cooked in oil, you might feel fine at first. But later that night, your belly may start to feel heavy, gassy, or bloated. Sometimes it even leads to acid reflux or that pressure in the stomach that wakes you up around 1 or 2 a.m. But when you switch to gently steamed vegetables, your whole system feels lighter. Digestion becomes easier, and sleep comes more peacefully. Why do steamed veggies help with better sleep? First, they contain soluble fiber which supports gentle digestion. Unlike raw vegetables, steamed veggies are soft, warm, and easier on the stomach. They don't create the gas or bloating that can build up overnight and press on your belly while you're trying to sleep. Second, they're rich in magnesium, folate, and antioxidants. These natural nutrients help calm the nervous system, soothe the body, and make it easier to fall into deep, restful sleep. Third, no oil, no heavy fats. Steamed or lightly boiled vegetables don't need added oil, which means your liver and gallbladder don't have to stay on duty while you rest. Less work for your organs means more rest for your whole body. A Harvard Medical School study found something worth remembering. Older adults who regularly ate steamed vegetables in the evening had 25% better sleep quality than those who ate fewer veggies or chose oily, heavy preparations. So how can you enjoy sleep-friendly veggies at home? Here's how to keep it simple. First, choose the right vegetables. Go for dark, leafy greens like spinach, broccoli, amaranth, or Malabar spinach. Then add some soft, naturally sweet vegetables like pumpkin or carrot. They add flavor, warmth, and a little variety without being hard to digest. Second, prepare them gently. Steam or boil until just tender. No need for heavy sauces or strong spices. A sprinkle of toasted sesame seeds or a few slices of fresh ginger can warm the belly and support smooth digestion. Third, eat at the right time. Enjoy your veggies as part of dinner alongside a small sweet potato or a boiled egg. And try to finish your meal before 7 p.m. This gives your body enough time to rest properly without working overtime on digestion. You don't need fancy ingredients. You don't need complicated tricks. Just a plate of soft, warm, steamed vegetables can soothe your body like a lullaby. Because sometimes, deep sleep doesn't come from a pill. It comes from the simple kindness of a thoughtful meal. Maybe for years you've ended your day with a bowl of soup, a slice of sweet, juicy fruit, or a warm glass of milk. Yet still, you find yourself wondering, why is my sleep still restless? Why do I keep waking up in the middle of the night, feeling empty and tired? The answer may not be aging. It may be something much simpler. It may be in how we treat our body right before bedtime. Because at this stage in life, your body doesn't need more. It just needs what's right. The right foods, at the right time, in the right amount. A small sweet potato instead of a bowl of porridge. A plate of steamed greens instead of a cup of broth. A few almonds instead of a sugary glass of milk. These tiny changes done gently, done quietly, even without perfection, can lead to deeper sleep. And peaceful mornings where the mind feels lighter and the body no longer feels so worn down. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to give up everything. Just shift, softly, one habit at a time, one evening at a time. Because good sleep isn't a luxury, it's a right. It's the deep rest every person deserves at every age. Start tonight with a warm plate of steamed greens and a soft sweet potato. And tomorrow morning, your body will thank you.